I'm building a solid white oak desk, and if I can't get the desktop flat, it will cost me hours in sanding time, and even then it may not turn out great. I've heard that cauls can help flatten out a panel, but I've never used them myself. Using nails on either side of this piece of cherry, I'm drawing my line. Now this needs to be curved so that when I clamp both cauls to my desktop, it should all flatten out. Should. I cut close to my line with a jigsaw and then tested them out, and they didn't work. The pieces wouldn't bend because they were too wide. So I cut them narrower on my table saw and tried again, and the second time, they still didn't work. I'm pretty frustrated at this point, so I did what any normal person would do, and I named them to see if that would help. And then I thought maybe my jigsaw line was a little too choppy, so I went over to my oscillating belt sander to get that line a little smoother. Throughout my life, when something doesn't seem to work well, I've realized that it's less often the tool and more often the user, aka me. So I'm hoping I can get this to work. Remember when I said I was frustrated? Well, after my first 2 failed attempts, I took the panel off my workbench, took a step back to work on something different, and that's why you see me putting it all back on my workbench now. One thing to note, it's very important to use 2 cauls because one just won't do anything. Now here is why I need these cauls to work. I have these raised spots, and if I can't get these all to line up and be even, it's gonna take me so much longer with my random orbital sander. It takes a lot of clamping pressure to get these cauls flat, and is the 3rd time a charm? Yes, we have a flat panel. Now that was the first time I'd ever used cauls, and they worked really great. And about a month ago, I used a French cleat for the first time to hang my drill and sanding cabinet, which holds actually a lot more. But I have that video for you right here, so I'll see you over there.